Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the Mech Merlin Show. I am back from my Las Vegas trip, so glad to finally be back here on a good, stable internet connection with all my tools ready for another stream. So welcome, everyone, for joining in really early. See it, Peter Poppins, Comrade Questions, Bacon and Tuna, 256K Labs, Oak CC, and AR Maestro. Thank you guys for joining in. As you can see from the stream title down below, we are rebuilding my Think 6.5 V2 with a new aftermarket PCB that's currently in group buy. Well, let's take a look at it. First and foremost, it is in group buy right now. It goes for about $60, and it has flex cuts. That's probably the biggest difference. See, there are two horizontal flex cuts, one on the bottom and one on the top right there. So all the plates that came with the Think 6.5 were full plates. This one, check it out, it's only a half plate. So yeah, 1U and 2U available. The Peter Pot says PCB comes with FR4 half plate. Oh, awesome, perfect. That's even better then. $60 for both. But yeah, let me show you guys how my current board looks. A couple months ago, I built multiple Think 6.5s. In fact, I built 4. One of them was a unit for myself. The quick review on it at the time, and considering you guys haven't really seen me use the board too much, is that while I love how the board looks, see that I got the 1U with the light bulb in the top right, along with that E-white blue bottom, very beautiful board. The thing that I didn't like about it was that it felt a little too stiff, even with the FR4 plate, and I wasn't too happy with the sound. These were using FR4 plate and Glacier Pandas, which is all POM. So I don't have any more Glacier Pandas, but the next best thing was actually Durock POM. So I have a bunch of Durock POMs here that I'll be putting into this new build. So the difference is this guy's going to be a little bit lighter. Stock wise, these Durock POMs have a very pingy spring, so I did have to lube them, and these guys are also filmed. Alright, quick typing test. I guess I'll pause the music again. There we go. Yeah, it's not a bad sounding, bad feeling board. It's just not to my preference. So yeah, hopefully after this rebuild, it'll be much better. As usual, I have been pre-building the board, so already have stabilizers in it. But as you can see, you've got the flex cuts going this way, that way, as the pictures show. Still using an Mega 32U for a microcontroller. It does look like D-mouse. Just finished soldering it, so I will be cleaning it off first before I venture into the rest of the soldering. The plate that I'll be using is an FR4 half plate. Look at it. And of course there's a little anime girl right there. I don't know what character that is, but look at that. Now check it out. We are just going to test out the PCB really quick. D-mouse, is this in VIA? Is this in QMK yet? Because if not, I'll just do it through QMK configurator. There we go. There might be a problem with the USB-C connector. Your latest batch was finicky. Uh-oh. That doesn't sound good. Well, so far so good here, other than the LEDs. Not that I use RGB very often, you know, so I'm not too bummed out. As long as your switch matrix works, then I'm good. Alright. Everything looks good. We can actually start the build. So one issue with the original FR4 PC plate was that I got one of the earlier revisions, so everything didn't really fit properly. So I'm just going to test that on this one for now. Well, does it fit? Yes, it fits. Perfect. Okay, excellent. Okay, this is gonna be quote-unquote easier than my first time building it. I've been noticing lots of people have been getting rid of their thinks on Mech Market, and like the price isn't, it's obviously not that popular of a board anymore, so the price has gone down significantly. So I'm actually really hoping that this PCB will breathe new life into this board. What switches am I using? You can figure out whatever switch I'm using by executing the exclamation point build command, but tonight I am using Durock POMs, filmed and lubed by Novelkeys. If you guys remember my G67 build from, I'd say about 4 months ago at this point, these are the switches from that build. You just built your Think 6.5, so says Project Seidu. Nice, congratulations. This one is a new PCB, like mine's actually already built. I'm just replacing the PCB with a quote-unquote better one. One with more flex. What happened to previous PCB? Nothing. It's just this is a new one with flex cuts in it. So supposedly, get this, flex cut PCB with half plate. So this should result in a flexier typing experience. Alright, here we go. So yeah, this aftermarket PCB doesn't look nearly as nice as the Think 6.5 PCB, but you don't see the PCB anyway. There we go. Looks like it came apart. There we go. Yeah, looks like I did not... Oh, wait, I did build this with foam. There's foam inside. Yep. I think I remember, when I initially built this, I did say maybe I should have built it without the foam, so it wouldn't be that stiff. So we'll see how I feel about this new build. We'll see how I feel about this new build. That's GMK Godspeed? Yes, this is GMK Godspeed. Yeah, the black plate definitely isn't as pretty. Neither is the green PCB. So, aesthetics-wise, not so pretty, but, I can live with it. You love Godspeed? You have it on your Air Force Blue Tofu. At one point, I owned every single release of Godspeed. I had SA, GMK, and MT3. I just ended up selling the MT3 variant. There we go. Just on this sound alone, I already like it. So hopefully I will continue liking it. But here, let's go put on the rest of the caps here. All right, we got it. So what I'm gonna do is once this gets to YouTube, I'll actually splice the first typing test together with this. There we go. So basically, it doesn't look any different than the original build. Just on that typing, I'm still getting the very muted sound that the original build did. But I can definitely feel a difference in the flex. So the board does feel better typing to me. The sound is also improved, but maybe I was just expecting too much from it. I don't quite feel it's enough to fully win me over. Like, it's just, let's say if this board was a 70%, I'd say this board is maybe an 80. It's definitely better, just not enough to really satisfy me. Of course, this board is almost a year old at this point, right? So I've built other 65s, which is probably why I'm not so impressed. Definitely better sounding, definitely better typing, but here, let me just type on it a bit more. Does the new PCB save the Think 6.5 V2 for you? I don't think the Think 6.5 V2 needed saving. It's just like a preferential thing. I know a few people who really love their Think 6.5. And if you watched all 4 of my streams of building Think 6.5s, there was in fact one customer board which I absolutely loved. I believe he had I think he used tangerines on his. Let me just look really quick. Oh, this one's built with alpacas. Alpacas, yeah. Alpacas with FR4 plate. Okay. Okay. So would you try it without the silicon mat? Sure, let me try that out. Alright, let's take that out. Goodbye. Oh, hey! That actually does make a difference. Here, let's turn it off. Turn it off, turn it off. There we go, yeah. I think what that ended up doing was it restored the clackiness of the board, which I really like. Not sure if you guys were watching closely, but you can actually see the PCB flex now. That's also very noticeable when I'm typing. So yeah, that actually, wow, that made a big difference. Was not expecting that. Dang, okay. I guess the mat was thick enough to hamper it. Yeah, that's very interesting. Okay, I think the sound is now to the level that I want it to be at, so that's good. Okay, yeah, it's almost a little too flexy, to be honest. Yeah, I think that's a little too flexy. I think the flex bothers me. The flex bothers me. I wonder if this would have been rectified if I'd put like some plate foam in there. But I don't know. I don't know. D-Mouse, do you also sell plates that are not half plate but just full plates with flex cuts in them? I think that's the feel that I would like. I almost feel like that removing this was a bigger difference than rebuilding the board. Oh man, yeah. Can get some made and send you one to try. Yeah, that would be interesting to try, because this one is... Yeah, can you guys see that flexing? Like, I'm not even typing very hard. Like, I don't think even my 7V flexes this much. The palm plate would probably be the way to go then. Yeah, okay, so keep in mind, guys, what I'm talking about is what works for me. You know, like some of you may like it with this in it. Some of you may like the original plate. Who knows? But for me, just me trying to tune this up. So even with the excessive flex, I would still say that the flex is better than this. I definitely prefer this over this still. But I guess to get it to the to like get it from I like the board to I love the board, I need a little bit of like stiffness. There we go. All right. Anyway, it is getting late. We've been roughly 2-ish hours into this, so we can finish off this build stream with another typing sounds. Yeah, so I think to like introduce flex in it, I'm almost wondering if, you know, if I had all the time in the world, I would desolder the original PCB, and use this plate, like the half plate, and I would use the flex PCB and put it with the original plate just to see which one gives me like the flexiness that I want. So yeah, that would be a good experience. That would be like a good experiment if I had the time. But yeah, not sure that will happen anytime soon. This Saturday should be my final customer build stream of the year, and it's going to be a special customer because the customer will be here. The customer is my wife. So yeah, I will be building a board for her. So she'll come in and check in on it every now and then. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the build, and hopefully this gave you guys more information on whether or not you should consider buying the Mauser Tech Think 6.5 solder PCB. So yeah, check it out. Group buy is still ongoing, available in 1U and 2U formats. PCB. Actually, here, let me just show it to you guys one more time. Yeah, PCB is 1.2 millimeters and pretty much has all the regular features of the original Think 6.5. That $60 price tag comes with the PCB and the half plate. So yeah, thanks guys for tuning in. Hopefully I'll see you guys this coming Saturday. Have a great rest of your week, and I'll catch you when I catch you. Goodbye everyone.